Hi, David Edwards here with HVASF and your video insights for week 24. Your affirmation this week is, I appraise myself realistically, thus avoiding the extremes of complacency and defeatism. As humans, we suffer any number of biases. In self-appraisal, a common one is confirmation bias. Unchecked, this bias looks for confirming data and ignores conflicting data, creating an unrealistic or faulty appraisal. The bias is enabled by closing off information sources that disagree with you, dismissing evidence as trivial or inconsistent, or picking and choosing data that is old or less reliable but confirms your preferences. A realistic appraisal will look at your strengths and weaknesses and be aware of and compensate for biases. In his seminal book, Built to Last, Jim Collins discusses how great organizations are built. In his follow-up book, How the Mighty Fall, he shares why they fail. In individuals like corporations, the precursor to the fall is inevitably complacency. This is a prideful feeling that ignores feedback, which we discussed last week, and fails to respond to cues from your environment. It is the sentiment that I was great yesterday, so I'm sure I will be great today, no matter what else is going on or what has changed. With a similar outcome, but opposite forces behind it, defeatism is any form of discouraged self-loathing that has you beat up before you even begin. While complacency is often accompanied by ego and pride and strong self-esteem, defeatism is usually accompanied by a low self-esteem. Any version of the statement, I'm not good at this or that, or I tried that once 10 years ago and it didn't work, is a sign of defeatism. Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. You must appraise yourself. How are you doing in each of the important areas of your life? Are you keeping up, falling behind, improving? It's essential to be aware of your biases, to avoid complacency and defeatism, both of which are enemies of change and growth, in order to get a clearer sense of what to work on. As you do this, you are building confidence that you can change and be even more accomplished, engaged, and essential. Now, have fun with this week's affirmation. Please share any insights you might have or have gained on our Facebook page so that others in the community can benefit from your insights. I thank you for spending these few minutes with me, and I sincerely hope that you have a great week.